What do you get when you combine a car that has a timeless design, poor engineering, bad reputation, and a brand that loves to go bankrupt? Well, you, my friend, get a Fisker Karma. Now, as complicated as that car's history is, we're not only going to be diving deep into the original Fisker Karma, but also the new brand, Karma Automotive. Now, for some quick history, the original Karma was designed by Henrik Fisker in 2011 and was designed to compete with the EVs of the time. Now, this car had 403 horsepower, 260 of which was from a GM Ecotec, and was a electric car, but was also a hybrid, and it was for those that didn't want to go full EV yet. Now, this car was good for 0 to 60 in 6 seconds and a top speed of 125. Now, that performance to me does not exactly match how the car looked, and I think personally it deserves an engine, and that is a point I will get to later in today's video. Now, it has been 14 years since the original Karma came out, and I think personally that it looks really, really good. Now, don't judge me. I can see your comments already. Do not judge me. I think after 14 years, this car has aged really, really well. And I know it's not worth any money right now, but it looks good. And there is a big reason why it looks so good. Because I'm talking about the Karma, you have to talk about its designer, Henrik Fisker. Now, he is responsible for creating some of the most timeless designs in modern times. And he made cars like the BMW Z8, which that car looks absolutely amazing, and Aston Martin DB9 and V8 Vantage. Now, all these years later, you can take his business failures out of it. The cars that he designs are truly timeless and are aging so well all these years later. You think about the Z8. The Z8 came out in 2001, and that car convinced James Bond to get out of an Aston Martin for a movie. And that car 20 years later is something truly special and is aging like a fine wine. Now, I'm not gonna go too far into the car that came after the Karma, the Ocean, because the Fisker Ocean is one of the most spectacular EV disasters to ever exist. And Fisker went bankrupt and left the owners stranded without support, without updates. And these cars now are worth 20 grand with no miles on them when new they were costing $90,000 to $100,000. And I'm not gonna go too far into it. If you wanna learn more, go watch MKBHD's video on it. It is spectacular. And he was really the voice to expose all of this. Now, today, Fisker is going without the man and is going by the name Karma Automotive, and it confused me as well. Henrik Fisker has nothing to do with the new company, and that may be for the best because he has a habit of making great designs but knowing nothing when it comes to running a car manufacturer. Now, right now they are offering 6 new models, and none of them are available for sale at the moment. They are on reserve only. And these 6 cars have really awful names, so don't judge me if I get these names wrong. These 6 new models include the Revero and Invictus, which are sort of the continuation of the original Karma. Then there is the Gessera and Ivara SUV. And then there's the Gavea and the Armrest, which are a Grand Tour and a sports coupe. Now, I'm not going to go too far into the details of these cars, but they are either a full EV or a hybrid. And they're saying for it is EREV, but basically it is an electric car with a range extension motor. Now let's focus on the Gessera and the Armrest for a second. I think these 2 cars look so good, and I know I can sense you guys judging me. And these cars are more simple in their design, and that's why I think they're going to age just as well as the original Karma. But that for me is where it stops, because I think these cars are let down by the fact that they don't have a proper engine. Imagine a V8, a V10, or a V12 in a car that looks like this. It could be something truly special and compete with Aston Martin, Maserati, Mercedes, Ferrari, Porsche. The list goes on and on, but they could make a car that is more unique than any of them and make something truly dramatic and special. Now, for me, a big reason why I question Karma Automotive is because they are yet again another electric car startup. And the cars can be great, but if the small company goes bankrupt, it leaves the owners screwed without support and without updates. And because these EVs are a rolling computer, without the updates, there's only a matter of time before it becomes just a big paperweight. And that's why I think they should put a proper engine in it, because it can get serviced elsewhere. Like Aston Martin, where they use an AMG V8 and are able to get it serviced everywhere. Now, as always, I'm not saying I'm right or wrong about any of this, and I go more in depth into why I hate new cars in this video, where I sort of rant about how cars are still crappy today. Now, I guess I'm kind of weird in this space where I'm one of the few YouTubers to talk about Karma and Fisker. And as I said before, I like the OG Karma. I admit that it is an absolutely terrible car. But on the outside, I can't ignore the fact that it looks so pretty. And I feel like that's where Karma is going now, where they're going based on the fact that the car looks good but is an absolute pig underneath. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to, please smash that like button and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.